Went to 76th Avenue to hear those concerns and then took them to the city for answers. So Kara, what's worrying residents?
Connor, Chuck Martino resides right off of 76th Avenue on Briarwood Drive, just a few houses down from where that break occurred. And he tells me his main concern was how the city handled the situation, leaving him and neighbors scared of what's left behind. After residents reported their roads being filled with a mysterious water with a strange scent, they called on the city of Myrtle Beach to address the situation. And at first, the city of Myrtle Beach thought this was just a water break, but then later confirmed this was actually a force main sewer break, meaning it's a pressurized pipe that relies on pumps to move sewage rather than gravity, often leading to higher volume spills and a higher risk of environmental contamination. Chuck Martino is the HOA president of his neighborhood and believes the city could have handled it better.
At that time, everybody was still treating it as water and not sewer, even though it stunk like sewage and all. The people that run that vacuum truck took 11 loads of 1,500 gallons of raw sewage out of that hole and out of that pipe to the recycling. But every time that they would leave, it was still flowing back onto the road. It was never contained on site.
Now, Chuck says his neighbors are complaining about a lingering scent, and this is what Meredith, the Nary Public Information Officer for the city of Myrtle Beach, tells me about that.
The wastewater did come down the road, and there is no smell here. This is an active construction site, so water would have been and may have been absorbed where that break occurred. There may be a smell for a couple of days, but the larger area, you can't tell that anything is affected, and it does not smell. It may smell in the affected area. But
Martino tells me with the amount of sewage that was on the road, he's concerned not only about the smell, but the remnants that made it into the neighbors' lawns.
There are residents in this neighborhood along 76th Avenue that have wells in their yard that they use for watering their lawn. Who's to say that that has not made it into the aquifer, which is only about 11 to 14 feet deep in some situations at Northwoods, and that it's not into the reclaimed back over to Grand Strand Water and Sewer.
And city officials tell me they believe anything that was left over after the cleanup efforts was washed away from rain last weekend. City officials confirm with me the sewage is not from nearby hospital and has been tested by the State Department of Environmental Services, and that testing levels were satisfactory and everything was clean to their standards. Live in studio, I'm Kara Risk.